Hi, everyone, and welcome. This is Alex here of Advice by Alex. I want to thank you very much for stopping by and giving me a listen to. Today is Monday, May 11th, 2026. Thank you very much for stopping by and giving me a listen to. And if you like this channel, I ask that you hit the subscribe button and the like button with the little bell for all the notifications of when I go live. And of course, whenever I upload a new video as well. So, that is where that is at. So, hopefully, you all are doing well. So, this will be released on Tuesday, May 12th, 2026. And hopefully, you all are doing absolutely fantastic and everything of that nature. So, today we are going to be doing the weekly love and romance energies for the week of May 11th. So we'll do a little love and romance for this month, for the week, I should say. So that will be quite exciting there. If you would like to get your own personalized angel reading with love and romance, you too can head on over to the Etsy shop at Angel Soul Blessings 777, and then you can click on whatever reading you would like to get or purchase, and everything like that. And don't forget, we also do have the podcast special of the month of May, which is the Grow Your Own Garden reading for the Angel Messages, Your Soul's Garden Angel reading. And yeah, so that will be the for the special for the month of May for the podcast special. And if you would like to submit a question for the podcast, why not? It is free. I would take advantage of free and everything like that. Click the link in the description box below and it will get sent your way. So hopefully overall that you all are doing absolutely fantastic and that you're having a wonderful, wonderful week and everything like that. So, but without further ado, let's get in with the reading. And we're going to go ahead and use the second tarot for the heart by John Holland. And that is where we are going to go get started here with for today. And we'll go ahead with drawing some cards and everything like that. But at this time, I ask that you have your feet firmly planted on the ground, have your heart wide open to be able to receive the angel messages that you're about to receive. Light a candle with God's white and surround yourself with God's white light. And during the moment of silence, invite your angels and your spiritual team in to receive the messages that you need to hear in your situation in regard to love and romance and everything of that nature. So, without further ado, let us go ahead and get into that as well. So I'm going to go ahead and put the mic down, and then I will shuffle the deck. Okay. So what does everybody need to know at this time? What does everybody need to know when it comes to love and romance for the week of May 11th? What does everybody need to know? Ooh, okay. Ooh, okay. Ooh. Ooh, it's gonna be a week. Yes. Oh my goodness. Okie dokie. So we asked for love and romance, and we're going to get love and romance for the week. So let us go ahead and at this time, let us go ahead and just kind of move our bodies, kind of letting go of anything that is no longer serving us, letting go of any specific outcome of any situation, allowing yourself to be in the present moment. right. Kind of shake it off. And then at this time, we'll go ahead and take a deep breath in and breathe out together. And at this time, take a deep breath in, hold it, breathe out, and take a deep breath in, hold it, breathe out, and take a deep breath in, hold it, and breathe out. All right. So we'll go ahead here with a moment of silence while I connect energetically for the messages of love and romance for the week of May 11th. And at this time, ask your spiritual team to give you the messages that you need to hear at this time. Alrighty. So one of the things when I am tuning into the energies that are around us during this time for love and romance is I feel like there are a lot of questions that are happening right now. So I feel like um, there is some hesitation with moving forward when it comes to love and romance. So I feel like they will move forward with whoever you are wanting to come forward. But I feel like it's going to take a little time for things to progress. Even if you want it sooner, it's important to know and allow yourself to be in the present moment and just allow things to unfold naturally. Because whenever we force something to happen, it can usually backfire and everything like that. So it is always best to let the things develop organically. And usually that leads to more of the long term relationships that we are seeing in today, and everything of that nature. So that is very much true. And that is very much where that is at. And everything like that. But I feel like there are some decisions that are being made behind the scenes of like how to move this forward, how things develop and everything like that. So I feel like there may be some wishy-washy with communication for this week, but I do feel like things will improve. Especially at the beginning of the week, I'm definitely feeling like there is a lot going on emotionally for them. I feel like they are very much in their head currently, and I feel like it's just where I feel like they're trying to process things and be able to move forward as well. So I definitely feel like it is kind of like one of those things that um it will be like one of those aha moments, you know? Um or in the last video, if you watched the weekly of the collective, it is basically where it's labeled the oh shit moment. And everything like that. So cuz I had the oh shit moment last week, and that's kind of like where this theme is kind of like resonating with me a bit. But it is very important to trust in the process, is what they are saying. I'm definitely feeling very much Archangel Raphael is very much present during this time. I feel like he's going to be helping both parties in regard to love and romance for the week. And I also definitely feel like it is going to help progress things. It's just where we may not physically see him yet. It's just where they are developing behind the scenes, and then it'll come to the forefront. Um, and honestly, I feel like that is what a lot of May is the shadow work. Things coming into motion. So, but it's all slow moving, and everything like that. Which, in all honesty, I love a slow burn romance. So, the kind that like eats at your heartstrings and what we all watch the movies for anyway, or read romance books, is because we like that slow burn, that passion, and that intimacy, and everything like that. So, I think it's allowing the connection to build, honestly, and I feel like it's allowing both partners to be able to be emotionally ready for that um relationship, and everything that will come into play. Because I do feel that things will come into play. It's just going to take time and based on the free will of each party. That's very, very important. Based on the free will of each party. So, um, that is very much there. And everything like that. So, now, let us get in here with the good stuff. Let's get in with the tea, as I like to call it. So, the first card that we have, runner up, is Nurture. So, Nurture is all about self care, allowing you not to forget about yourself in the process, because any relationship that comes into play, it's important not to forget ourselves in the process. And we all know how long it took me to get out of that funk with the last relationship that I was in, my ex, and everything like that. For those of you who've been around that long on this channel, um, finally in a place where I am ready for a relationship. And last week was kind of like that week where it was leading up to that oh shit moment with a new person, but I wasn't expecting it. It kind of hit me out of left field, and I feel like for this week, a lot of people are going to be hit in the left field with a lot of things. So things are going to be a bit of a surprise, and everything like that. So, um, but it is where I had to do the inner work, and I I felt like last week was a lot of downloads for myself, like I mentioned in the weekly, but I feel like it was meant for me to have those downloads and those realizations because it kind of led me to that moment that I was like, oh, I want more with this person, and I know that right now that even though I have the realization and we just kind of have to play it by ear and let them follow, but knowing that I would be ready to explore more with them, and that is where that is at, and knowing that in itself is a beautiful thing, and knowing that I myself am actually ready for a relationship. It's been a long time since I've admitted that out loud. And sometimes we have to admit the hard stuff, And that's where it's important, even if we are doing that shadow work, that we are learning to love ourselves. And that it was important to kind of just see where we are with our level of self-care and learning to honor who we are. I think this is all about allowing ourselves to have the authenticity within ourselves, allowing us to be our own person within the relationship. Because, of course, in a relationship, there is going to be differences within each individual. That is a guarantee. You're not always going to like the same exact thing, and that's what makes it work in a healthy dynamic, and everything like that. Because one person will like one thing, and another person will like another thing, and that is okay. It doesn't have to be where you always like the same thing. You can have your differences and still be together. And sometimes that's where opposites attract, but sometimes opposites attract don't always work. But in healthy dynamics, it is where we are allowed to have our own differences but still work together as a partnership. But and this is all about learning to face our true self, and everything like that. Being comfortable in our skin, both accepting the masculine side of us and the feminine side. So that is very much true. So that is very much there. So that is kind of like the nurture card in that regard. So here is the heart chakra. So being that we have the heart chakra, it is important to work on our heart chakra for this week. And allowing it to open and allow that deeper emotional healing aspect. And that's kind of like what led me to realize with the other, the new person that entered my life. It kind of like had all these things happen with my inner self, is like where I allowed that to happen to my inner self. It is where kind of helped me see like the bigger picture, and I feel like the heart chakra is a very important chakra to heal, because it just allows that give and take of love too. So we have here is the shine card, so allowing expression, allowing that emotional freedom, allowing the authenticity, allowing the vulnerability to happen, and everything like that. So I think this is all about allowing you to be the real you. So that is really what is transforming in this reading, and everything like that, for sure. But of course, it wouldn't be a love and romance reading without the love card, which is twin flame, soulmate, um, and everything like that. So the person that is new in my life is not a twin flame, but they are a deep, deep soulmate connection. I know for 1,000% sure. That they are a deep soulmate connection that I have with them. So yeah, it's just kind of like one of those things that is there, and everything of that nature. So I just think this is just a reminder of what this is, allowing the connection to build, allowing things to grow, allowing the love to be there. Even when there are challenges. We also have is the Darkest Fear card, which is basically just what I'm hearing is all about where they're afraid of even though they're afraid of taking that next step, it is where they are afraid of taking that step and that leap of faith because of their own insecurities and fears that hold them back. And a lot of people need that time to be able to work through those inner fears and insecurities. I mean, come on, it was just kind of like there and everything like that. So it's just where that is and everything like that. So that is very much there, and everything like that. So definitely for sure, keeping that in mind, and that's kind of like keeping them in the dark a little bit, and that's where there may be that withheld communication at times for this week. So that is very much where that is through. So the overall here is that we have is the base chakra. So we do have that is the where we need to work on releasing the base chakra. So remember, the base chakra is the foundation. So allowing the foundation to build, allowing that to come through, allowing that to shine, and everything like that. So I definitely feel like that is very much important. So this is like our the Maslow need in psychology, the Maslow um, triangle or whatever it is, and everything like that. The security needs, like so this is having our needs met. So under this is also understanding what our needs are, and that's kind of like what they are pointing to with the nurture card and everything like that. So I definitely feel like that is coming in through there. And then we also have is choose your battle. So I feel like the main message is not trying to force something for this week. So kind of letting things be, but still being in the present, still honoring yourself, honoring them, and things of that nature. So um, that is there. So next we'll use the Love and Romance deck by Doreen Virtue. Alright, so we'll see what is coming up for love, everybody. Love and romance. Love and romance. Okay, these are very good cards. Okay. Wow. Well. Okay, so we also here have is the first card up is the romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So yes, this person does have romantic feelings. They captured your heart, and they do think about you. If they've been wondering if they've been thinking about you, they have, and if they have romantic feelings for you, yes, they definitely do. Um, I definitely can feel that within the heart chakra. That yes, this is definitely a deeper connection than you may have realized before. So I definitely do feel that this is a deeper connection in regard to whatever it is and everything like that. So that is very much there and everything of that nature. So that is um, where it is there. So next is that we have is children. Your love life is being affected by children. So it could be actual children that it could be affected by, but I feel like this is more so working on your inner child. So allowing that inner child to be nourished, because the more that we are able to nourish the inner child, the more joy that we can allow in our life, then it can be expanded upon our partner. And then you can always have that goofy moments, no matter what age you're at, whether you're young, like in teenage years, or 30s, 40s, 60s, 70s, even. Because, yeah, love happens at any age, usually when we're not expecting it, and everything like that. So, yeah, that is very much there. Okay, so we have here is the flirt card. Um, extend your lighthearted energy to others. Wow. So there may be some flirting going on, and I feel like that also helps to expand that playful energy, like having them banter with each other, like that helps expand the direction of things in regard to everything of that nature. So I definitely feel like that is very much where that is at. And so now we have here is engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So yes, this can lead to very much a long-term potential for the both of you. And I also feel like that is where um, it is just where I feel like that is like more of, you'll notice more of a shift. I don't feel like this so much in the beginning of the week. I feel that more toward the end of the week. Like Thursday, Friday, the weekend. I just feel like the beginning of the week, like your POI will have like a lot on our mind for the beginning of the week. So I don't feel like that would be a good time. So allowing space when necessary, but growing as things develop more, and everything like that. So, and getting to know each other as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So, obviously, there is going to be that level of depth between the both of you, and where things will start getting to know one another, and the chemistry will naturally build, and everything like that. So, and I feel like this reading is also hitting home for myself, and just because of the fact that the new person, it definitely is in that phase. So it's in the very beginning, in that in between phase right now. But yeah, so it's just kind of like, oh, I feel like it's all leading to come together for this week. So that is very much important. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Um, and they're saying you deserve love. You are lovable. So you deserve love. You also deserve to love yourself too. So again, not forgetting to forget about yourself in the process. And we also have is free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. So, letting go of expectations and allowing things to unfold naturally. So I feel like this is breaking free of the control, allowing yourself to surrender to the moment, allowing yourself to let go of outcomes, and everything like that, and allowing the lessons to be learned. Because there are lessons when it comes to love and romance, you know? So that is very much true. So that is absolutely fantastic. Holy crap. We are already been talking for 27 minutes. Holy moly. Okay. So I'm going to put the cards down while I shuffle. We will do the, I'm actually feeling Archangel Raphael with this love and romance. So Archangel Raphael, Doreen Virtue. We'll just draw 3 cards so that way we can not make this so long. Okay. So here we go. What does everybody need to know for love and romance for the week of May 11th? May 11th. Ooh. Okay. Ooh, okay. Okay. Alrighty, so Divine Intervention. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for being with me. Name a person in need and for helping me with describe the situation. I have faith in divine intervention and I fully accept your guidance now. So this is all about surrender and letting your spiritual team and the divine and God to help you with the love and romance. And they'll be helping you on the other side and allowing things to come together. So that is absolutely fantastic. So second opinion. Dear God and Archangel Raphael, guide me to the best healthcare professionals for this situation. So I don't feel like this is where we are looking at like necessarily that type of thing for this. I feel like with this is just more of looking at getting help from other people. And if you are needing help with the situation that you're in, you can either go to a counselor, friends, family, people that you trust, or a spiritual counselor like myself, or anybody else that you have, and everything like that. I can help you guide the situation a little bit and have a little bit more clarity in the situation. So we also have faith. Dear Jesus and Archangel Raphael, thank you for boosting my faith so that I may trust in miracles. Wow. So having faith that the situation will work out. I think those are absolutely fantastic cards to have for the week, and everything like that. So, I also do plan on talking with my own um, um, mentor as well. For we have a lot to catch up on. So, if you're watching this, you know that we'll be talking soon. So, just FYI. Alright, so we'll go ahead here with the shadow work deck here. Alrighty. So that is the shadow work. Okay. So what is the current energies for love and romance for the week of May 11th? May 11th. Ooh. Okay. So, we do have here is Fixer, Codependency, Savior Role, Avoiding Your Own Pain. So, fixing isn't healing, so just a reminder of that. Yes, we do play a part in working on our own healing, but fixing other situations, especially your partner or your person of interest, isn't necessarily healing. They have to be willing to do the work. So, and a lot of us are like that because of our own childhood traumas and things that we've been through that can have us be that fixer. Pain is a teacher, regression, expression, and growth. So any shadow work that we do is, and things that we've gone through help us to be able to grow and work through our healing. So that is there. We have your fullness is sacred, big emotions, loud truth, your worthy presence. So being your authentic self. So becoming as one. That is absolutely, positively fantastic. So we'll go ahead here with the Soul Lesson cards by James Van Prague. Okay, so what does everybody need to know for this week? So what does everybody need to know? Ooh. Okay. Okay, so we have here is guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. So, that is letting go of guilt. And that can be related to whatever it is that happened in the present with your current situation of your POI or soulmate twin flame, or it can be related to the past of whatever it is that we need to work through in order to let that free. So that is very much there. So we also have a success. I know that there's no greater love than goal led to love. So that was a tongue full to say. but success, I feel like there is going to be some success with this relationship, and I feel like there is going to be room for growth, and I do feel like this um, person that you are with will also be where there is long-term potential for it. I definitely feel like there is long-term potential for that. So we also have is blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. So remember, whatever is happening in your current situation, not to blame your partner for everything that goes wrong, but you also have to take accountability for yourself for whatever you did in the situation if there are any issues that are going on. So that is an important factor. And then in the Soul Truth deck here, as you guys know, that is my favorite deck. Okay. Ooh. Okay. So what does everybody need to know for love and romance for this week? Ooh, perfect. Am I apologizing for my truth? So this is it. Allowing yourself to be your authentic voice. What part of you is apologizing for your truth? Why? Today, be proud of your truth. Catch up. For today's soul action. Today, be proud of your truth. Catch yourself when you want to apologize or withhold parts of it. You never know whose life you will change when you have to be brave enough to speak it. Be the lighthouse that shines on the courage that lives in all of us. This will give others permission to speak their own truth. There is room for all of us. Today's mantra: courage is contagious. So that is absolutely fantastic. So my dears, that does bring us to the end of the reading. And if you like this channel, I ask that you hit the subscribe button and the like button as well. For all the bells, hit the little bell for all the notifications of when I go live or when I upload a new video as well. And of course, also, if you'd like to get a personalized reading with me, you can visit me on my Etsy shop at Angel Soul Blessing 777. And of course, you can always get the podcast special for the month of May. That is on there as well. So, which is 3333. And of course, I think that is basically everything. If you'd like to submit a question for the podcast, you can do so at the link below as well. And until next time, everybody, I'm sending you so much love, angel blessings, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye, everybody.
Like, okay, it's a weird way to say, like, companies ghosting, but, I mean, I don't feel, what do you pick up on the company? I feel that there is